That is Nick Jonas and the Administration. I like that song, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I am. So
Yes.
you hear that on the radio. What are you thinking about?
It's hard to believe. I go back to the moment in the studio playing it for the band for the first time and just, man, thinking, is this going to work? How is this going to happen? And not knowing where we'd be at this point in time when it was actually releasing. Performing it last night was amazing, and then it was actually a trending topic all night on Twitter, which was pretty incredible.
Who was the first person that heard it, like, complete?
Oh, the whole thing
Yeah.
done? Well, it was probably us in the studio, but
Yeah.
I mean, once we got back, I went back to Texas, home for a couple days, and played it for the family. So I think my grandparents were there too. My grandfather was there in the studio with me when it happened, and it was cool.
Exciting stuff, man.
Thank you.
He's going on tour, kicking off January 2nd, so right after the break.
Right after the break. So we go down for the holidays and take some time then, and then January 2nd, head out. And the first couple tickets for the pre-sale, fan club pre-sale, went up and did well, which was a relief. I mean, with this whole project, I wasn't sure what to expect. Obviously going into it, you hope that it's going to be good and the response will be good, but you never know, especially with kind of breaking out and doing something different than your usual stuff. But to see the response from the amazing fans and just from everyone has been great so far.
Well, you look back at, I'm trying to think of a group or an artist that's done this. If you take the Black Eyed Peas and Fergie, I mean, look at that model.
Exactly.
It works, and everyone seems to be fine with it.
I mean, definitely look up to them. They killed it last night at the Grammys.
No, I saw that.
And they've been cool to us every time that we've seen them. And I think going into it, that was kind of the best reference I could give. There's a couple other artists. Albert Hammond Jr. is the guitar player for the Strokes. He did something like this, and it's similar. I think that they can coexist, and they will. And we got a lot coming up as the Jonas Brothers next year, and we've got a lot coming up with this as well.
All right, and coming up next right here, you can do something live. I see I got to talk about Sonny's hair, and I'm got to send a picture of this out. Sonny has the biggest mop I've ever seen on his head. Dude. So tell us who you brought with you and what you're going to do next.
This is Sonny Thompson. He plays guitar in the Administration. Played with
If
Prince.
that's our administration, we got a new future ahead of us. Yes, he looks relaxed.
It's
Freedom of the do.
It's fun, though. We're having a good time, and I'm playing with a lot of guys that I admire musically and who have played with guys that I admire, and so I'm learning a lot from them, and we're just out here jamming together.
All right, Nick, coming up live right here next, he will perform. Heather, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Congratulations. We've got a pair of Jingle Ball tickets for you. It's sold out. You're in this Saturday, the Nokia Theater, LA Live, plus the Seacrest holiday must-have present, the HP Mini 110 laptop by Studio Tord Bunchi. Slim, lightweight enough to fit into a Merce or a small bag.
Nice.
I've got one of those.
I saw in London. Hang on.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's bounce to Newport Beach for a second. Good morning. Who is this?
This is Liza from OSHA.
What up, Liza?
I'm just like standing right here, and all my friends are jumping for joy because we all love you, Nick Jonas. I'm listening. Hello?
I don't want you to get hurt. We're just waiting for you to come back and recover from that. Nick is going to perform. Jump for joy. Nick's about to perform. He's going on tour, kicking off January 2nd. The debut album, Nick Jonas and the Administration, in stores February 2nd. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, live, Nick Jonas and the Administer.
Exactly. This is the first song I wrote for this record. It's called The Rose Garden. Hope you like it. Here we go. She was brought into this world out of a beautiful mistake, when her mom was just a girl and her daddy didn't stay. She was working at age 9 at the flower shop in town, working out just to survive, 'cause life was throwing her around in the rose garden where the rain is falling and the thorns are sharpened. The rose garden, yeah, the rose garden. She was young but not naive, always wise beyond her years, hoping that no one would see. Every time she dried her tears, high in the rose garden, where the rain is falling and the thorns are sharpening the rose garden. Don't let those petals fall, don't let them fall on you. Don't let those petals fall, don't let them fall on you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, Sonny. In the rose garden, where the rain is falling and the thorns are sharpening the rose garden. Yeah. Rose.
Sounded great, man. I know how hard that is at this hour, so you got to appreciate that was perfect at this hour. Nick Jonas performing live, and just watching the two of you perform, there's great chemistry there. And
Thank you.
Sonny, thinking about you, and I know that a couple members from Prince's band are in your band, right?
The majority, yeah. The keyboard player, his name's Tommy Barbarella. Michael Bland played with Prince, plays drums, and then John Fields, our producer, is on bass.
So, Sonny, you grew up with Prince, working with the guy. What impressed you about Nick?
I think that he's just a young genius in training. I mean, he's just, it's phenomenal just even playing with him, just some of the things that comes out of his mind when we're playing guitars together. It's like, oh my God, you know, it's like the clock is always ticking in his head as far as creativity, you know. So it's just beautiful.
So he's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you're right.
Thanks,
I mean,
man.
always great every time we see you. Nick, we're going to come back, wrap it up with you, and then let you hit the fans outside, okay?
Wonderful.
Hang on. Nick Jonas with us live this morning. Nick and the Administration. I've got tickets for his January 26th show at the Wiltern coming up in just a second. 800-520-1027. Sarah and Santa Ana, you're on with Nick. Go ahead.
Hi, Nick.
Hello, how are you doing?